Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. Kung bago ka sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada. Thank you so much sa mga nag-subscribe sa akin lately. Kahit after a month again, ako nakapag-upload ng videos. And thank you sa mga nag-comment and up until now, patuloy ko kayong nire-replyan. And pasensya na kung medyo late, medyo busy lang at kababalik lang ulit sa work. So anyway, and isa pa nga pala, meron tayong bagong intro and ending music. Sana nagustuhan niyo yun. So, yung music na yan is nababagay sa ating mga Pilipino na lumalaban pa rin hanggang ngayon dito sa Canada. Alright, so in today's video, so siguro ito yung one of the hardest videos that I ever made. For the first time, I am finally ready to share what really happened to us for the past few months. Kasi nga, di ba, on my last video, kung napapanood yung mga video ko before, sabi ko may isi-share ako soon sa inyo at ito na yun. So, kung napansin nyo na wala akong upload back in March up until June yata, June of this year. So, ito yung dahilan kung bakit wala kaming upload or wala akong upload sa YouTube ko. So, panoorin hanggang dulo.
From islands to maple leaves, strength of a heart that believes. Goodbye to Manila, hello to the crisp air, taking a risk with a dream and
Alright, this is how it all began. So, noong March of 2026, the time na ang sipag-sipag kong mag-upload ng video, like every single day, I have to make sure na nakakapag-upload ako ng kahit isang video once a day because I really would like to grow my YouTube channel. Well, syempre, most probably to have a side income. Huwag na naman nating itanggi na kaya naman tayo nag-YouTube kasi nga there might be a possibility that you're going to earn in the future. But at the same time, gusto nating makatulong sa mga tao na wala pa dito sa Canada. And especially sa mga teacher na gusto makarating dito, na walang idea na pwede ka rin pala maging teacher dito sa Canada kahit hindi ka dito nag-aral. So anyway, going back to March of 2006, this year, 4 months ago, I'm afraid to say na we lost our status. Yes, nawalan po kami ng status dito sa Canada. And we were very devastated at that time. Kasi nga, during that time, we received already a work authorization to keep working, or work permit extension pala, not work authorization, I'm sorry. Work permit extension, which is valid until December of this year. However, due to the lack of positive LMIA, when IRCC reviewed the application, then nawalan kami ng status. So in short, they retracted our work permit extension and immediately we lost our job. Nawalan kami ng trabaho. So syempre, kapag wala kang trabaho dito sa Canada, everything that you are working hard for, planning your future, biglang magiging uncertain yan lahat. Pumasok sa isip namin na uuwi na lang ba kami? Kasi wala na eh. Uwi na lang. Or lalaban pa kami? Patuloy ba kami mag-i-stay dito? Or ibebenta ba namin lahat ang gamit namin? Kasi kahit papaano may mga nabili naman kami, may mga gamit kami dito. Ibebenta ba namin lahat yon? Ayan yung mga bagay-bagay na iniisip namin at that time. So, syempre, may takot. May takot na sana naman tayo pupulutin. 'Di ba? Pagdating sa Pilipinas, wala pa naman kaming business sa Pilipinas. Well, may bahay na tutuluyan, pero anong magiging buhay namin? Saan kami magsisimula ulit? Siyempre, may stress. Sa gamit pa lang anong gagawin mo sa mga gamit mo dito? When you receive a status, when you receive that letter stating that you lost your status, which means that you only have 90-day period para mag-decide. Ano ang gagawin mo? I-restore mo ba yung status mo as a worker? Or you are going to restore your status as a visitor? Siyempre, may disappointment din. Disappointment na sana ginawa pala namin to. Sana pala ginawa muna namin to. At higit sa lahat, iniisip namin yung mga pamilya namin. Especially pamilya ko na nasa Pilipinas. My mom who's currently suffering Parkinson's disease. Paano na? Paano na yung niya? Paano na yung gamot niya? Every month, kasi nagme-maintenance. So aside from the other maintenance that my mom is currently taking, may iba pa siyang maintenance sa Parkinson's niya. So sino? Sino yun na yung magbibigay sa kanya ng suporta? Instead of making emotional decisions, these are all emotional. Like the fear, your anxiety, your disappointment, and your stress. These are all emotional. We talked. Nag-usap kami ni Kurt, syempre. Kasama ni Summer. Okay. Kung ano ang dapat namin gagawin. And we told ourselves that let's keep moving forward. But here's the saddest part. Remember, I mentioned earlier that the application was refused due to the lack of positive LMIA. So which means na there was actually an LMIA that was applied for me. But at that time that the application was refused in March, wala pa siyang desisyon. Kumbaga, LMIA number lang, yun na ipasa ng employer ko. And since may delay nga or may backlog sa processing ng ESDC, in April anyway, I'm sorry. Let me go back to the time that it was submitted. I'm not sure if I was able to share this in my previous vlogs, pero my employer applied for an LMIA application back in November of 2025. So, napaka-hopeful ko nun na sana. Kasi nga, di ba, pumasok ako dito as an early childhood educator, LMIA based din. So, naka-closed work permit ako dati. Na-approve yun ng walang masyadong aberya, walang masyadong hirap. Aside from paghihintay, syempre, the anxiety of waiting months for the positive LMIA. But aside from that, wala siyang masyado. But this time, and going back to that first LMIA, there was an employer and I'm the only employee. So imagine nyo, 1:1, which was approved. And this time, the LMIA that was applied in November 2025, there's a total of more than 10 more than 10 employees in my current company with only one foreigner at ako ngayon. But, unfortunately, after months of waiting, in April of 2006, the LMIA was refused again. And it wasn't because of just one reason. There were several reasons behind the refusal. So imagine niyo, nawalan kami ng status nung March of 2026, and sana there's a way for me to restore our status as a worker in April of 2026 kung na-approve sana. But then again, wala pa din. 'Di ba? Napakadaming stress na nangyayari. Again, hindi 'yun ang result syempre na inaasahan namin. Siguro nga hindi para sa akin, hindi para sa amin. And you just have to keep moving forward. Kagaya nga lagi namin sinasabi sa isa't isa na sometimes things don't happen according to your plan, but to the God's plan. So, why I stayed quiet? Bakit nga ba ako, hindi nga nag-upload? Bakit hindi mo siya ni-share yung journey mo na may ginagawa ka pala or something? Bakit wala kang immigration updates? Bakit tahimik ka? The truth is, I didn't want to create unnecessary expectation. Ayoko kasing mag-expect yung tao na may ginagawa siyang maganda, tingnan natin kung ano magiging result. Basically, ayokong mag-attract din ng negative energy. I believe in manifestations and gathering positive energy within. Kumbaga, kinukuha ko din sa pamilya ko, syempre. Kinukuha ko yung lakas ng loob sa sarili ko. So as much as possible, I don't want to gather negative energy na makakaapekto sa akin sa journey na iginagawa ko. And at the same time, I was patiently waiting for the official result as well. Ayoko rin magbigay ng mga information na hindi sigurado. Siyempre, may mga tao na nagbibigay lang ng mga information. Sige, apply kayo sa ganito, apply kayo sa ganyan. Pero wala naman silang direct or related experience sa ganon. And again, one of the reasons why I'm doing this vlog as well, para ma-share sa kanila yung naging journey ko mismo sa path na ito. Kasi nga, again, because immigration is very sensitive, until everything becomes official, nothing is guaranteed. Ayoko kasing magsabi na, uy, makakapasa na ako diyan, uy, ma-approve na ako diyan hangga't wala pa. 'Di ba? So I chose to be quiet, not because I was giving up, but because I was hoping and manifesting, and syempre trusting sa ating may kapal. And at the beginning of this video, I told you that we lost our job. We lost our status. So, ang ginawa namin is, yes, nanatili kami dito sa Canada. And we applied for a restoration for a visitor record. And at the same time, nag-isip kami ng paraan na pwede namin gawin habang nag-iintay ng mga result. So, that's when I decided to focus seriously learning in French. Nag-focus talaga akong mag-French. So, doon sa last video ko, as far as I know, I mentioned my journey dun sa first take ko ng French exam ko. I even posted a video about that, kung ano yung mga pinagdaanan ko dun sa first take ko. But at this time, since I wasn't able to reach my desired score, ang ginawa ko is tiningnan ko kung ano ba yung weakness ko. Well, in the first place, my weakness was speaking. Kasi wala naman tayo nakakausap na French speaker dito. Especially dito sa Vancouver. Bihirang-bihira yung nagsasalita ng French dito. So what I did was I started to really immerse myself in French. Ginawa kong French ang lahat. So, for example, the Netflix that I'm watching, the phone that I'm using, my laptop, lahat French. So, nag-aaral ako, listening, reading, speaking, writing. And of course, may araw na nakakapagod. Na, for example, give up na nga lang ako, ayoko na. Pero, ako kasi yung tipong taong sanay sa checklist. Siguro nga kasi teacher. May mga checklist lagi ang teacher, di ba? May to-do list, yan. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-print ako ng calendar for the whole month of March, April, and May. Because March, when we lost our status, April was the whole full month that I was learning French, and half of May, yan, nag-aaral pa din ako niyan. But I'm really thankful na looking back, actually, tinapon ko na sana pala sinave ko, pinicturean ko. But looking back to that memory, or looking back to that journey, I'm really thankful that I was able to improve myself. Kasi minsan, yung delays pala are opportunities in disguise. So the good news is, fast forward, nakapasa ako para makapag-apply kami ng Francophone Mobility Work Permit. So from losing the status in March, we were able to regain back our status in July of this year. So 4 months din na nawalan kami ng status. It was approved. The Francophone Mobility Work Permit was approved. I was able to reach the desired score in May when I took my French exam. So, siguro i-share ko yan sa next video. Medyo mahaba na tong video na to about losing our status. Again, this is an inspiration for those people na nawawalan ng pag-asa, nawawalan ng gana, nauuwi na lang ba ako, or ititigil ko na ba yung buhay ko dito sa Canada? There is always a way if you're going to find your way. 'Di ba? Kung sinasarado mo yung utak mo lagi na wala na, uwi na lang ako, sige na, okay na, uwi na lang. Kung isasarado talaga natin yung pinto natin, then wala nang makakapasok, di ba? Na opportunity na bago, or na maliwanag para sa buhay natin. So if there's any lesson that I would like to share in this video today is always have a backup plan. So, kung siguro nag-rely lang ako sa LMIA, which was refused in April of 2026, kung nag-rely lang ako doon, kung tumigil ako, then wala sana ako dito. Wala kami dito ulit ngayon. And applications can be delayed. May mga application na nade-delay. So again, backup plan is always important. Siguro kung alam ko lang na made-delay or mare-refuse yung application ko nung April of 2026, siguro mas ginalingan ko pa nung March. Kasi nga nirevoke ko yun eh. Nirevoke ko yung French ko na yun. Dapat February 2026 pa lang meron na akong exam. But I chose to revoke it in March para para medyo may onti pa akong preparation. But at the same time, dun pa rin pala mawawala yung status ko. But again, everything happens for a reason. Siguro kaya yun ibinigay sa akin para katukin din yung ulo ko na, ano ba, hindi ka nag-aaral, hoy. Hindi ka nag-aaral. Mag-aaral ka. Okay? And approvals are never guaranteed. Huwag nating isipin na, uy, may LMIA na in-approve sa akin. Approve na yan. Kasi ganun. Actually, lagi nga pinapagalitan ni Kurt. Sabi niya sa akin, napaka positive mo lagi sa mga bagay-bagay na ganyan. This is how I'm built. Ganito ako mag-isip. Parang hindi ko talaga ini-entertain yung negative side ng isang bagay. But then again, I'm creating a backup plan. So ganyan ako mag-isip. And next thing is don't depend on only one pathway. So nasabi ko na yan kanina, kung LMIA lang siguro ang inasahan ko, wala kami ngayon dito. Next one is continue your learning. So if you're currently learning French right now or something that will help you in the future, for example, if you're currently learning nursing, let's say na hindi pala in demand yung current job mo, but you are focusing more into something in demand dito sa Canada, then go for it. Kung yan pala makakapagpa-stay sa'yo or yan talaga makakatulong sa pamilya mo para mabigyan mo silang mas magandang buhay, mas magandang environment, mas malinis na hangin, then go for it. And of course, improve your skills. Huwag titigil. Huwag titigil sa pag-aaral. 'Di ba? This is something that nobody can take away from you. Okay? Explore other legal options. For example, if you have a friend who is an immigration lawyer or an RCIC, yung mga nagbibigay ng information, consultant, yan, yung mga nagbibigay ng information regarding immigration, probably merong pathway na hindi ka pa nasa-search na babagay pala sa current experience mo. And never stop preparing yourself. Okay? For us, learning French become one of the biggest blessings in disguise. What started as a backup plan eventually become our pathway. Okay? That's why I encourage everyone, invest in yourself. No matter what happens, your knowledge stays with you. Yan ang yung sinabi ko kanina. Whatever happens, sa iyo yan. Ibang makakakuha sa iyo yan. Yung knowledge na nasa iyo, kumbaga, yaman mo yan nang hindi makukuha ng iba. Unless, syempre, matutunan din nila, di ba? But kailangan nilang i-earn. Okay? But hindi basta-basta mananakaw. Okay? So, if you're watching this while waiting for your permit, who lost their status as well, waiting for your PR, waiting for your LMIA, or maybe you just received the refusal, I know exactly how you feel. Okay? But please don't lose hope. Okay? And one refusal doesn't define your future. Sometimes, the best opportunities come after biggest disappointments. So keep praying, keep preparing, and keep believing. Okay? So hanggang dito na lang po. Sana may natutunan kayo sa video na to. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. At laging tatandaan, hindi kailangan maraming pera, basta may peace of mind. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Finding our rhythm in this glorious land.